If you're a service business owner thinking about hiring, before you make that decision, you need to run the numbers through an employee cost calculator. I'm going to give that to you for free in this video. And if this tool doesn't help you make a confident hiring decision, I'll give you an hour of my time. That's $150 worth of coaching completely free. That's how confident I am that this will change how you think about hiring. I'm Ronald Osborne. I've built multi-million-dollar businesses with 30 plus employees, and now I coach service business across Australia, America, and the Middle East on how to scale without stress. One of my biggest fears I hear, can I actually afford to hire someone? This employee cost calculator answers that question with real numbers. And if you want to learn more about me, go over to my website and check out the testimonials. Let me show you exactly how this employee cost calculator works. It's super easy to use. Now, as you can see in the screen behind me, this is the employee cost calculator. Now, the beautiful thing about this is I have tailored this specifically for service-based industries because that's who I work with. As you can see, maybe you're not a roofing contractor, maybe you're in the HVAC game, maybe you're a landscaper, painter, whatever you may be. But if you scroll past this, you'll notice that we have physical therapists because I work with chiropractors, medical clinics, doctors, attorneys, med spas, you name it. Chances are I've worked with that industry or still have clients in that industry. So I've added dozens and dozens, basically the ones I know. The reason for that is because within this spreadsheet, if you go across to the tab for the industry data, then you can see this information here. Now, I know this data, what I'm putting in, it is backed with statistics, but it's also backed with my own information. What I've seen over the last decade of being a business coach is if you get a new hire, it normally takes them a while to actually hit the ground running. They don't just return 100% of the revenue for your business. So that's why I've input numbers on what I believe is more factually accurate to what I see out there in the world. So that's why these numbers are here. You can adjust them if you want to, but I wouldn't really suggest it. Maybe you sit there and think, oh, a roofing contractor, a new hire is going to be able to generate more than 15% return for me. That might not actually be true, or it might be true for your business. Maybe you've got a fantastic hiring process. They get trained from somewhere else, and they're well educated and you can bring them on. Maybe they're more experienced. They've done a summer interning basically on how to build roofs, and then they jump straight in and they understand what they're doing. You can bump those numbers up. So the way this calculator works, you set up your industry. That's very important. Now, the time frame. I've set this up so it can be used for projects as well. It's not just, okay, I'm a standard business and I plan on being in business for 30, 50 years, whatever it may be. No, maybe you're just doing this for a project. So I've set it up for 6, 12, 18, and 24 months. You can set the time period in here, and you can even set up to 3 new hires. So this is something that's completely unique. Go over right now to Google and actually see how much you have to pay online for this stuff. You're getting it for free. Least you could do is leave a like and a comment. And if you're looking for a business coach, reach out to me. Now, the other thing that you'll need to input, okay, right here is your current monthly revenue, your current monthly expenses, and then the current cash in your bank. Reason for that is that goes into the formulation, because if you don't have any cash in the bank, I'm going to tell you not to hire someone new. The next thing, the revenue calculation method. Okay, so I've given you three ways, not just one, and you get to select what's best, because for some people it works this way, otherwise this way. So you've got the hourly rate system, the billable hourly rate, okay, that you get a bill out that new hire for, and how many hours per month. Then you've got, jobs, because again, maybe you're a landscaper, maybe you're in a different space where lawn care, gardening, you're able to charge out that for a job that you know is going to be in a certain range. So you can do 8 jobs at $2,000. Or you can sit here and go revenue per employee. Okay, so you can do a little bit more. Now, I know what it is. I feel confident saying this. Now, the way you filter that, again, is it's a drop-down box. Pick what you want. Look at this number down here. I'll change it to jobs per month. Change it to 16,000. That is how this employee cost calculator works. It's very simple. Come back up to the new hire costs. Okay. You can see that I've got $12,000 a month. That's a lot of money, okay? Reason for that is, and I'm going to show you how this works and the numbers change later on. But you can see you set the salary that you're willing to pay them. You can set up the payroll, taxes, and benefits percentage on that salary. You can then put in the one-time upfront training costs, okay? And then equipment for that cost as well. Maybe you need to hire special type of equipment, whatever it may be for that employee. And just here's a basic summary here. Now, your time investment. When you're looking to hire a new employee and you're trying to calculate that cost, it's very important that you actually factor in who's going to be training that individual, whether it be you or someone else. Most of the businesses that I coach, they're sitting around the low couple of $100,000, $300,000 to $500,000 normally where I work with people. So it's normally them, maybe a supervisor. You need to factor in, okay, well, I'm at $150 an hour. This is how much it's going to cost and how much time I'm going to spend months 1 to 3 and then onward, okay? So that's how I set that up there. Now, the monthly projections tab in this, that's interesting. The monthly projections tab in this employee cost calculator is shown as thus, all right? You can see if we set it to 12,000, first month's a loss. We're down. We're including the productivity of that new individual. And again, this is why you can change it if you would like to. But the results dashboard is where it's important, okay? So essentially what this is summarizing for us is it gives us a nice snippet here. Caution, you have reserves, but the ROI is negative in this time frame. It's saying, it's giving you a bit of a, hey, just be aware that you do dip down. But you'll see up here on the timing metrics, which is most important for you, it says 6 months to break even. If you're paying them $12,000, all right? Let's drop that down to a realistic number. New hire, someone just started in this space. Let's be realistic, all right? So we can sit here and go, okay, now it's actually 3,000. And we can see that the ROI has drastically changed as well. And we can see we've got the green light, you've got the cash available, you've got everything available for the new hire. And again, when it comes to the cash available, you can change it to whatever you want. So again, if you change it, just change that to 35,000. Okay, we come back here. We can see we have the drop down right here as well. All right, so you can see it's like, oh, that's a little bit more risky, but the numbers don't really change. It's just what you have in the bank. But again, when you start, if you were to then change that back up to the 12,000, you notice the enormous dip back under, and this tool will be like, mate, you don't have enough cash in the bank. That's how this employee calculator works. The way you get this, you simply go to the link in the description or go over to my website, okay, and click that. It's going to take you across to this. Now, this is a sheet that has all of these free documents. It's not just the one thing you get from me. As you can see, I provide enormous amounts of value, so please like and put a comment. But all of this information will be added onto here for you, so you can go and get this right here. Now, if you are looking to hire, you're sitting there and you are a little bit confused, you're not 100% sure whether or not you should execute on hiring an individual for your business, book a discovery call with me. I offer free consultations for up to 15 minutes. I guarantee you that you're going to walk away with a solution, whether or not we work together. That's the biggest thing, okay? I'd love to have a chat. Go ahead and do that. You can do that by booking the session on my website or in the link down below. You should have full knowledge of how to use this employee cost calculator. Make sure you use it effectively. And if you do have success with it, please let me know in the comments, because I love helping people and I love putting out the stuff that I've been sitting on for years, putting it into the public domain. Have a great day, legends.